everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to apologize again for the craziness happening in the background. I'm still working on my costume for Comic-Con. Almost done. Hopefully I can finish it in time. I don't know. But anyway, so that craziness is happening back there. Just ignore it if you can. Anyway, today we're going to talk about my faves and fails for March. But before we get into that, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post more videos. I try to post every Sunday and Wednesday, the occasional Friday. Also, I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. If I start hating on some of these products that you absolutely love, they may work for you, but they did not work for me. But I'd love to talk about it. Just post your comments down below and I'll respond as soon as I can. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start on a positive note. So the first thing I'm going to say is one of my favorites this month is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. Now on one of my other videos, I went into a little more detail about this. I did kind of like a mini review the day that I bought it. And I'll go ahead and throw the link up in the cards if you want to go and look at that. So I'll just be brief with this. This is the contour palette, the powder palette. So we have 6 shades in here. You have your contour shades on bottom, your highlights, and then your actual like shimmer highlighter. Now I'm a big fan of this highlight. It gives a nice natural glow and you can build it up to be like in your face highlight. And I really like the fact that I have this deep contour shade in here. In that video, if you do go back, I was playing around trying to give myself Charlize Theron cheekbones because of the Ravenna costume I'm making. I failed miserably. I know, trust me. But it was a lot of fun and you can get some nice dramatic contours. If you're fair skinned like me, this palette will go a long way. The one shade I find is kind of not the greatest in here is the yellow highlight. It's really close to my natural skin color and it just kind of shows up too yellow for me. But someone who is better at contouring than me might be able to use that a little bit better. But anyway, for the price that I paid, which was $45, I got this plus, I would hope that, this plus a brush to go with it. And I actually really liked this brush for this palette. So compared to the other contour palettes I saw out there, I thought the price with the brush was pretty reasonable. Moving on down the line, I recently purchased a bunch of Laura Geller cosmetics off of Outlook. I was not too impressed by the majority of the ones that I ordered, but there was one that I really liked. It's the Laura Geller I Do Cream Shadow Crayon. I bought this in the rose gold color. So apparently I broke it. It was in my purse for a while and I think it got a little messed up, probably twisted. But anyway, so I never wear cream shadows and on Outlook I think this was like $7, $9, something like that. So I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and give it a try because I wanted the free shipping and this, I needed just a little bit more. So I went ahead and threw this in my cart thinking I was going to hate it because again, I don't like cream shadows. I haven't really found a cream shadow that doesn't crease up throughout the day or wear off. This one dries down perfectly. It just dries. I've never seen a cream shadow do it. I'm sure there's more out there like it, but it just blew my mind. I was able to take my finger and rub it over the color and nothing came off. And it did not crease throughout the day, nor did it wear off. And it's this really, really pretty rose gold color I just absolutely am obsessed with. Anyway, like I said, I think I got this for like $7 or $9. Google tells me you can buy it for, and I threw it. Google tells me you can buy it for $16 at beautybar.com. Walmart.com sells this for $20. One website says $77, $70. I would really hope that is for a collection. Anyway, I'll post the link to all these down below. But if you're interested in trying any type of cream shadow, I do recommend this line because this was absolutely amazing. Okay, so then the next thing that was one of my absolute favorites, I really wanted to save for last because it's probably my favorite purchase of the month so far, but the next one I'm going to talk about ties into one of my fails. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about these now. These are the Tarte Clay Pot Waterproof Shadow Liners. So they are supposed to be able to be used for both eyeshadow and eyeliner. I bought these in Rose Gold, of course, which is a shimmer shade. And then I also bought the Fairy Wings, which is a limited edition spring color. I bought it because of the name. Not going to lie. I thought the name was super cute, but it's also this nice matte purple, which I thought would be really fun. Now the Rose Gold, I think, is part of their permanent collection, because if you go to their website, they have the limited edition listed under one link, and then they have just clay shadow liners listed under another link, and that's where I found the Rose Gold. And it is a lovely shimmery metallic. It's got some glitter in it, and I'm a big fan of glitter, so I will never turn away from that. So yeah, under the regular listing of the shadow liners, they have more, I guess you'd say normal colors, black, brown, navy, kind of a coppery color. And then the limited edition has some really fun colors. There's also a mint one on there I almost bought. But anyway, these are super, super creamy. Like just absolutely creamy. There's the hair on my brush. And super pigmented. They go on so smoothly, and they dry down and they don't budge. They're supposed to be, I mean, look at that. Look at how creamy that is. That is just amazing. They're supposed to be waterproof. I haven't tested this yet, but I think I should put it on and go duck my head in the shower. But look at how pigmented that is. Look at that. It's so pigmented and creamy. It's just absolutely amazing. I love, 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 love these things. And their website actually doesn't have any descriptions on them, because I really wanted to look at the clay pot. Like, do they have their clay mixed in there? I'm assuming they do. But, so I don't really know much about what goes into these, what makes them so special, that sort of thing. But they are amazing. They're also expensive. They are $21 a pop. So keep that in mind. But there's quite a bit of product in here. I think it would last a really long time. I'm definitely going to be picking up some more of these. Hopefully I can get my cream eyeliner game strong, because I would love to wear this instead of a liquid eyeliner, because I think I broke the tip on my Stila eyeliner today. So I'm kind of frustrated about that. But anyway, definite win. All right, so I want to go into my next win. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to save my last favorite item. I'm going to get into that at the same time as my most disappointed item, and I'm going to save those for last. So the next three items I'm going to talk about are going to be three of my fails for March. The first one I'm going to talk about is something I actually got in my glossy box. Yeah. I think I got this in my glossy box. I don't think I was in my Birch box. But anyway, this is the Catrice Absolute Rose Eyeshadow. I believe you can buy this at Ulta. I'm pretty sure I saw it on their site recently, and I think it's only like $7. This is their Rose Gold palette. Well, I'm sorry, Rose palette, not Rose Gold. I'm just so obsessed with Rose Gold. I was really excited when I got this. I was like, wow, I got a full palette in here. Maybe it was Birchbox. You don't get full products Birchbox. But anyway, so I was like, wow, you get a full palette in here. I'm so excited to try this. So the very next day, I planned everything around using this eyeshadow. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. I don't think it's worth the $7. The shades are not that pigmented. The first three, just when you put them on, they just wind up, see if I can get some color. I mean, they just wind up looking alike. I was really excited. I thought I could do like a full look out of this, but the first three just wind up looking like they're super chalky. I mean, look at how dry these are. See if the others work a little better. So this one works a little better. That one's super chalky too. So as they get darker, they do get more pigmented, but when they blend out, they just start to disappear. They're powdery. I got fallout. I was just super, super disappointed. My makeup did not look that great that day. It was barely there. It didn't last. I used my Urban Decay primer with this, and I even used a setting spray, and it did not freaking last. So take your $7 and go get something else, because this was just not good. So the next thing I want to talk about is I'm going to talk about hair care product. So everybody talks up Aveda to me. We have an Aveda store nearby. I actually have an Aveda salon down the street. I've gone a couple of times. The stylist I've had never quite got the look down that I wanted. The woman who did my hair last time, I wanted some magenta streaks and she couldn't, for the life of her, make magenta, which is fine. I mean, some people don't do that, but still, I wound up paying a lot of money for something I wasn't happy with. But I decided to go ahead and try some of their products. Now, I've tried some of their facial products before. I never really was too impressed. They didn't seem that great. But I really wanted to try their dry shampoo. I heard great things about their dry shampoo. The packaging is supposed to be, sorry, it's really messy. The packaging is supposed to be like better for the environment because it doesn't use aerosol. It uses air to puff it in, and the stylist is like, yeah, you just turn it upside down and then puff it in your hair and it gives you this lovely, lovely coating. So the product itself is fine. As a dry shampoo, it's okay. I find that it doesn't brush out of my hair as easily as some other dry shampoos that I've used, so I kind of feel like I have a little chalkiness going on, which if you have dark hair, you know how hard it is to use a dry shampoo. It's ridiculous. It's everything just wants to show up. And do not get the Batiste tinted one. I tried that with the brown tint in it, and in the summer, whenever I would sweat, you would just see brown beads dripping down my face. It was so disgusting. But anyway, I'm totally going off on a tangent. So I took this home and I tried it. And what makes this product fail so hardcore, okay, anyway, my cats are being all mischievous. But anyway, so what makes this product fail so hardcore is the packaging that sold me on it in the first place. So if you screw the cap shut, let's just dump that extra powder off there. So you screw it shut, turn it upside down. I'm going to move my tea. Open it. And then puff it. Okay, so here's the problem. One, that's not a lot of product, and it doesn't go on your hair very well. Like, it kind of goes up in the air, as you can see. But the worst part is that when you dump it, so much product goes into the cap. That's why I'm having such difficulty shutting it, because I have so much product buildup in the lid. Because when you dump it upside down, it doesn't seal it. Product just goes in here. And if you do what I did before I realized that it was just going to dump everywhere, just puffing everywhere. If you do what I did, I left the cap open whenever I did it the first time, and product just went all over in the sink. And it's not practical to turn it upside down, spray a section as best you can, close it, turn it upside down, spray another section as best you can, close it. Like, it's tedious. You just have to keep closing it. So I left the lid open and I just did it, and I lost so much product. I think I've actually put more product in the sink and the floor than I've ever had in my hair. And it's $30. This is just not worth it. Batiste, for the tinted flaws, was still a great dry shampoo. I would buy it again without the tint in it and be happy. And recently I tried Living Proof, which is the best I've ever had, but this stuff just sucks just because of the packaging. So that is a hard pass. Don't get sucked into it. So then the next fail I want to talk about is actually a Korean facial product. This is by, I'm probably, R-E-P, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the brand. It stands for Real Elemental Practice. This is their Nutrinature Ultra All Night Moisture and Relief Mask. So this is a sleeping pack. So what you do is, well, what I do with sleeping packs is I do the double cleanse. If I'm going to exfoliate that day, I exfoliate, and then I put this on. I skip all other steps because sleeping packs are super hydrating and they're packed full of everything you could need for the night. So I just skip all the other steps, put it on in a nice thick layer, and then go to sleep. It just didn't do anything. I've tried it a few times. You're supposed to use it, I think they say twice a week. I'm pretty sure, I think the website said to use it maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. And I did it a few times, and I just didn't notice anything. I didn't notice any difference in the hydration on my face. I didn't notice any brightness. Nothing. So it just felt like a worthless product. The good thing is though, is that if you do have rosacea and sensitive skin, this brand is supposed to be very good for that. They're dermatologically tested. They say they passed the sensitive skin test. So I purchased this off Soka Glam. It says that it passed the skin irritation test, which means it's safe for even the most sensitive skin types. According to the website, it's supposed to soothe stressed skin. And it's supposed to help with retain elasticity, improve barrier function, so you can wake up with a dewy, glowing complexion. I just didn't see anything. I tried it so many times. I think I used it 2 or 3 times a week for a month, and I just gave up on it. It's $41 for this. I was really excited to try it, and then I was really disappointed in it. Now, I have a couple of their other products, and I find that they're quite nice, but this one is just a no. There are better sleeping masks out there that you notice a difference for a full day afterwards. So for my final fave, it is the Etude House Glass Tinting Lips Talk. This is a super cute product. So you purchase the case and the lip color separately. It's kind of crazy, I know. But you get to pick from these super cute cases. I chose this purple one that says "With Love XOXO," and then you customize it with whatever lip color you want. That's the whole point. I chose this really awesome bright pink color. Now, the formula for this is more of a tinted balm. The one I chose is a more heavier tinted balm, but it's supposed to be super hydrating and go on sheer, and then it leaves a nice tint as it wears away. One of the reasons I really like this is the fact that it's super hydrating, it has a lovely color, and it leaves a nice finish in the end. It goes on smoothly, it's creamy. You just can't ask for a better lip tinting balm. Like, this is super awesome. I also thoroughly love that I got to pick out my own little packaging. Now, I'm not a big fan of some of the designs. Like, they have one that has pills on it, which I thought was a little weird. They have one that has oh, what is it? Hot sauce, like Tabasco sauce bottles on it. It's a little weird, but they have a couple, and this is one that I actually really liked. And it's reusable, so when you run out, just pop this out and buy a new color. Just comes right out, pretty easy. Just pop it back in, and voila. Super easy. So, for buying them separately, they're actually not that bad. The case I bought off Cosmetics Love for $5.10, and then the color itself is currently listed for $8.40, but I found an Etude House deal that they were doing. I think I got the color for $5. You can also go onto Amazon and find these for a little bit cheaper, and I found them on Etude House whenever they were having a sale for cheaper. I actually ordered another one, but it wasn't in my package. I've never ordered from Cosmetic Love before, so hopefully it'll be coming soon because it's like a green color. I'm kind of hoping it's just like an untinted balm, but we'll see how it is. The reason why I started out with this is because my last and most disappointing fail for me is the Tarte Quench Lip Rescue. I was so excited. I am a huge fan of tinted balms. I love them. That's why I bought this. I love it if it stains my lips like this one does. I love it if it doesn't stain my lips. If it's a little tinted, but it goes on light and sheer and nice, and it's no effort, and it just wears away without anybody ever noticing. You just put it on real fast without a mirror. I love it. I'm all for it. So I was so excited when I saw this. And then the packaging. Every color has different packaging. This one is the Coral Reef packaging. I saw this and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I had actually found the Etude House before I found this, but I decided to hold off on the Etude House and go for the Tarte instead, because I'm a huge fan of Tarte Cosmetics. I have actually never used their lip products before, so I saw this and I was like, this is awesome. They're kind of playing off this Korean trend of customizable cases. I've got to go try it. So I bought this in color Rose, and It's not the product that's necessarily the problem. It does everything it says they're going to do. It's a super light pigment. It's super hydrating. It actually has a really, really lovely, like, sweet peppermint scent to it, whereas the Etude has kind of a chemically scent to it. I don't mind it. It's not that hydrating though. I mean, you put it on and it stays hydrating for maybe like 10 minutes and then it kind of wears away, but your lips tingle from the mint for a little bit afterwards. That's super cool. But the reason why this is a fail for me is because it's cardboard. This is freaking cardboard. This beautiful packaging is just paper that they tightly wound into cardboard. Seriously, like, can you see the seam here? It's just paper. It's just... This is $19. The least they could do was make this out of hard freaking plastic. Because you know what? The first thing that's going to happen when this gets in my purse, it's going to get torn up. I've got keys in there, bobby pins, change. I'm going to stick this in there, pull it out, and it's just going to rip away. And it's going to unravel like a Christmas tree roll, you know? Like, it's just, it feels cheap. It looks cheap up close now that I have it in my hand. Before I was like, this is beautiful. No, it looks cheap. And yeah, it's the Rainforest of the Sea collection. Maybe they're trying to do something like eco-friendly. I don't know. But this, I bought this whole thing for about $11. This is $19. This is a reusable plastic case that I can use again and again and again. I'm going to turn that around. And I can put it in my purse and it's not going to get destroyed. It has a nice tight seal. Just a freaking cardboard. It doesn't even, like, this is plastic. Now don't get me wrong, this is plastic. A really cheap plastic. It's hollow down here. Like, I could crush this right now if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could. It's so disappointing, especially for $19. Again, the product is decent. It's not the best I've ever used. It's not the worst I've ever used. Honestly, chapstick brand chapstick makes something very similar. I would much rather spend the, well, if you buy it at price now, the $13 on this, use it up and then just change it out for something else. Because I don't have to buy another case. I can just buy the $8 lip product. This, once it gets destroyed in my purse, like once this is done, it's, look at, I just took a chunk out. Once this is done, it's like, once the package is done, I don't know what to do with it. I can't travel with it, and it's a product you need to reapply over and over and over again throughout the day. So I do not think this is worth it. It is not that great. And if you really want a tinted balm that lasts and is hydrating and won't be destroyed in your purse, which is also cheaper, go with the Etude House. That is why I wanted to do these together, because they are similar products, but the packaging wins, went hands down with this one. That's my March fails and faves. If you liked any of these products or if you tried some and didn't like them, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can get more videos like this. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody. I get a little passionate sometimes, but thanks for watching. Bye!